Rock Metal Nation, what is up? Real quick before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that Rock Metal Studios, the very same studio that brings you the Rock Metal podcast, is looking to help bands who are able to record their tracks either at home or in a professional recording studio, but need some help mixing. Go ahead and send me an email at therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. That's therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. We can go ahead and discuss mixing your tracks for free. The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 141 with Tragul. Let's go and get started then. Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Before I Say Goodbye by Tragul, who I've got on the show with me right now. Right now I'm being joined by keyboardist and composer Adrian Vanegas to share some stories about the music and share more info about the band. Adrian, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. It's great to have you on. Let's go listen back to that track, Before I Say Goodbye. Before I Say Goodbye. Now, I love it's a really cool balance between being an incredibly epic track, but at the same time, it's like carrying me along this journey where I'm constantly wondering what's going to happen next in the song.
You're right. This song is a very delicate one. You know, the general concept is related to death or farewell. It could be understood as a spiritual death, transformation toward another kind of feel, leaving behind negative things for something better. It's like a different state of true self, Also, it could be understood more directly if you want, especially speaking about the departure of this world or about the death of a loved one from the first person view, like a farewell. I know it's a very sensitive subject, but this matter is always there. It's like a strange feeling of nostalgia and hope about what is beyond this world. We always have the doubt about what awaits us when we take that important step. In one or another way, it's always within us. And we always keep the hope to find ourselves with something better. Perhaps a state of pure form, a true self, without, the clothing that we use as a human beings. And that's it. That's before I say goodbye.
Very cool stuff. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track Before I Say Goodbye, as a bonus, if you go to today's show notes, www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, you can go and see the lyric video for Before I Say Goodbye. Now, Adrian, I know that in the pre-roll, we were chatting a bit about how you always have a visual to go with all of the songs. So go ahead and tell us about what went into the lyric video for Before I Say Goodbye.
Well, basically, we used for this one an artwork made by the Egyptian artist called Anwar Mustafa. He made a great work. In fact, he started to work with us since 2018, this year. And, well, once we had the artwork, we sent it to the designer called Scott Root, which is in charge of the lyric videos. And he used the artwork and added the lyrics to it. That's it. Basically, we used the artwork for this one.
Cool. Let's go listen to the next track, Tree of Life. Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, come back from the Tree of Life. So go ahead and take us through the story or inspiration behind the Tree of Life.
Yes, this one, it's a different angle comparing to Before I Say Goodbye. This is about positivism and hope. I try to give to the people something that they can feel related when they are going through hard times, It's about always looking at the bright side of life, even if you are having dark times. Connecting ourselves with the main source of life, one that I believe lies deep inside of us. It's something that most of people call God, if you want. And this song begins speaking about having doubts and questions, something that most of us dealt at some point of our lives. For example, what is the meaning of life? Where do our deepest feelings come from, etc. So, looking for that answers. I really realized that, the energy of creation, the one that most, as I said, called God, is right inside of us, not outside. And it's the same energy that keep us alive. For me, it's the source of love, respect, hope, and all the positive feelings, So with this tune, I encourage people to understand that we only need to look inside our hearts and find that powerful energy. It's there, it's inside, And that energy is capable to destroy all our fears, low vibration energies that always is dragging us down. So that's what the Tree of Life is about.
Wow. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track, The Tree of Life, if you go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. As a bonus, you can go ahead and see the lyric video for The Tree of Life. And the cool thing about this one is it's actually a 360-degree lyric video. Now, Adrian, go ahead and take us through what went into producing the 360-degree lyric video for The Tree of Life.
Yeah. In that time, we left to the designer to create the whole thing based on what he felt when he listened to the song for the first time. We gave him the freedom to create something cool, but based on his idea and his angle of the song. So he created this magical landscape. It's kind of it's a kind of fantasy world that lies within, we like it very much the way he developed the video, and he also offered us the possibility to make a 360-degree video, which is cool because as a lover of video games, I normally use the VR, and with this video you can use too and merge into that world. It's something very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the two tracks, before I say goodbye on the Tree of Life, the next logical question is, what's coming next, Adrian? What should we expect in the rest of 2018?
Well, for now, as many people asked, we must say that we are not thinking about an album yet. We will keep our format, which is song by song. We release our music every 2 months. But they can expect a lot of new music. Also, we will have some special things this year, as I mentioned before, behind cameras. We will release, first of all, we will release a cover from a series from Netflix, which is being produced by John Roth, a very great producer from Hollywood. He worked with Breaking Bad, with the movie Get Out. He also worked in video games like Call of Duty, Star Wars, Assassin's Creed. So it will be very great. Also, we are preparing a song for Halloween with a very dark theme on it. The lyrics are dark, the sound is darker than our previous releases. So the fans will have a lot of new music this year.
Perfect. Now, for Rock Metal Nation, who love the track Before I Say Goodbye, they love the track The Tree of Life. They're just frothing at the ears in anticipation for the tracks that are coming up in 2018. The next logical question on their mind is, how can we find out more about you? Is there a website that we should go to?
Yes, you can go to www.tragul.com. You can find our social media, like Facebook link, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or pictures. There are some pictures that we will release exclusively on our website, so you have to check it out there.
All right. Awesome. Well, Adriana, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come on to the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing Tragul with Rock Metal Nation.
No, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to have this very pleasant chat, and encourage the people to look out for us, listen to your music, and that's it. I'm more than thankful with you, John. Thank you.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully you just found your new favorite band in Tragul. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.
Welcome.